Seeing panoramic, telling lies, acting different. They gon' run their mouth, but when we step outside, missing fire, hit on with the fire. Had to check my mindset just to stay alive. We ain't towing guns, but we warring for Christ. He done laid the groundwork, we just fall in line. Standing with our faith and his power amplified. Make sure made a call, every prophet's down the ride. In survival mode, feelings put aside. Waking up 12, put the truth worldwide, worldwide.
30 days overseas, I feel like the Navy. Mission get intense, make it home, that's a maybe. We still in this battle, precept fire like P80s. Prisoner of Christ, I face time to see my babies. Bishop drew the play, we just run the X and O's. Bible answer not confused the way we yes and know it. We in continents that ain't lacking self-control. We always in some danger, it feel like a second home. Crashing in your country, popping media, no airbag. Find us like an air tag where the electing airs at. Faces got different shapes like it's Squid Games. I do another layover in Brisbane in his name.
Fire, hit on with the fire. Had to check my mindset just to stay alive. We ain't towing guns, but we warring for Christ. He done laid the groundwork, we just fall in line. Standing with our faith and his power amplified. Make sure made a call, every prophet's down the ride. In survival mode, feelings put aside. Waking up 12, put the truth worldwide, worldwide.
Prophets on the move, we them hefes. Made a name for the king, quest say siete. Thought upon my ways, had to change, never delay. Eat the flesh, I don't keep the bones, that's a filet. Christ said we do them greater works. Said that he'd be with us to the ends of the earth. Said he'd give us bread in the years of the dearth. The first to be last and the last to be first. There be no more curse. This kingdom coming with persecution and affliction, which came upon the prophets at Iconium and Lystra. They tear gassed us and they stoned us up in Kenya. He put them curses on us as a sign to remember.
Fire, hit on with the fire. Had to check my mindset just to stay alive. We ain't towing guns, but we warring for Christ. He done laid the groundwork, we just fall in line. Standing with our faith and his power amplified. Make sure made a call, every prophet's down the ride. In survival mode, feelings put aside. Waking up 12, put the truth worldwide, worldwide.
What? Look, no. The nigga inside told me to rebel against God, and I told him no. I got a feeling inside, I think that is lust, I can't let it grow. The devil, he tried to beguile me, but I looked at him and I told him no. It's venom. I'm from the tribe of Judah, I'm rocking with Levi, ain't talking the denim. I gotta judge the people, but I do not have the power to condemn them. Little ones, I can offend them. Casting out demons, I'm looking for swine to find out where do I send them. I heard this beat, it was groovy. You see us marching, we got a whole camera team, look like we shooting a movie. Attitude just like I'm Riley, knowledgeable like I'm Huey. All of you nations, you owe me, like you're Brian and I'm Stewie.
Where's my money?
Ooey. Gross. Just like the darkness inside of my people, I see it's been growing the most. It's crazy how niggas be talking, ain't doing a lot, but doing the most. They broken the bread and turn it to toast. Whoa. What's funny is I put the blunt down, but Christians still asking for smoke. I'm pulling precept on precept on precept on precept, and all they can do is just quote. Don't cut a man in the midst of his speech. Only thing cutting me off is a comma. Only thing sitting me down is a diner. That's when I eat. Bon appetit. Only one's setting things off, no Latifah. Only one's running things just like a sneaker. Only one's crying aloud like a speaker. You sit alone on the side like a bleacher. I keep the laws of God, I can teach you. We at the top, just like a teacher. You feel the curse because of your sin. You're covered in thorns, so we couldn't reach you. My God is the best. I do not need the whole alphabet. Just give me the R and the E and the S. Then give me the P and the E and the C and the T. Then give me my respect. I know it's not hard to forget. This better not happen again. Hey. No.
Welcome to Four Corners News.
Come on, mic check. I know you turned them on. There you go. I'm your host, Officer Pat GL, and to my right,
Officer Daniel.
and to my left,
Officer Micah.
and to his left,
Officer Phillip.
and we make up
Four Corners News.
That's right. I know it's been a while. We back. Hopefully everybody had a good Passover.
That's right.
All right. So we got a heavy show for y'all tonight, covering for the captain.
That's
All
right.
praise to the Most High. Y'all got a video for the intro? Okay. Go ahead. Play it. Sheesh, listen, that wasn't no intro, that was the first episode.
Somebody trying to promote something?
Hey, listen, with all these intros, the way they've been getting, somebody could literally start a YouTube channel and put IUIC intros episodes.
Yeah, it's turning from intros to episodes of short movies.
Yeah.
We making our own anime.
That's
now.
right.
For real, all praises. Hey, before we start, let's read Isaiah 11:11. Read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 11 and verse 12. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth.
So we like to start with that to show Four Corners News.
That's right.
All right, so let's pull up the first video. So y'all saw the title, Attack on Trump. And there's more to it, Black Disfunction. All right, Black Disfunction is also part of the title. Pull that. All right, so for those who don't know, this is what happened this week at the White House. It was attacked. Somebody came, a gunman came, rushed through. And you won't believe how he rushed through. I was like, yo, how the hell he got past so many people and just ran through like that? The thing is, when that stuff happened, the people, you know what? Let's pull up the video. Pull up the next video.
Bring it out. Allen, the White House correspondent shooter. He is 31 years old. He is from California. And here's everything you need to know. Look right here. Cole's going to come out the color like peroxide, moving, grooving, vibing, sliding by definition. And immediately, the Secret Service starts to react, but he like ran straight through that shit. Where it's like, it seems like he approached the metal detector and he's like, "Well, I have guns on me. I'm not gonna be able to get through this shit." And so he just run through on some Matrix type shit, pull out the gun, shoot to the right here,
Stop.
and I think that.
Go back a little bit.
He went back to the other video.
Yeah.
Cole Thomas Allen, the White House, do that shit. Where it's like,
get
it seems
right.
like
Just pause it and just scrub through.
he approached the metal detector and
Pause
he's
it.
like, "Well."
Scrub through and just go back. Let me see. Play.
Trying to get him running.
Yeah.
He just run through
Pause it
on
when
some
you see
Matrix
him. Pause it when
type
you see
shit,
him.
pull out the gun,
Right
shoot
there.
Yeah, a little bit further.
to the right here.
Right there. Look at that. The dude on some Naruto running.
Hey, he was running so fast they couldn't even catch him
Nah.
in the AV booth.
Yo, the dude ran through. It like they said he shot at somebody. And he shot at somebody on the side. He pop. I'm like, damn, what kind of superhero nonsense is this?
And the crazy thing about it is this is like his third time being attacked or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
that's his third time?
assassination attempt.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought that was his second.
It's so many. It's
Remember they
getting
tried to get him at his golf course.
right.
They found the guy laying down in the bushes at the golf course.
Damn.
And when he did that speech, the sniper hit his ear with the bullet,
Yeah.
and they had to take him downstage. It's so occurring. This should tell our people what type of place, the time frame that we are going in when you're in the U.S. of A.
Hey, what a guy at the golf course then said he went duck hunting. He was looking for Donald Duck.
Right.
Right.
But yeah, that dude just ran through, right? And going back to the point that you made, it's like in your head, you got to think, damn, they hate me here.
Right.
But I'm trying to run for a third term. They hate your guts. The people here, this country's divided. Y'all see this right here? Let me get what is it? Mark chapter 3, verse 24. I'm gonna show you something. Because this is the beginning of something that's going to escalate.
That's right.
It's going to escalate to something worse. As the assassination attempt happens, you know, when he was running, he was like, yeah, he made it, raising his hand, raising his fist, ear bleeding, everybody love him. Oh yeah, my president is black, Trump is black, right? Oh yeah, Trump is black. Black people voted for him because he went to jail. All right, good. Now he got rid of all the black people in the cabinet.
Yeah, he fired all.
Got rid of all the all you blacks who were saying, oh, Trump is black. I voted for him because he went in jail. Well, guess what? Now you voted for the thing that you're suffering from. I hope you're happy. Read that.
The book of Mark, chapter 3, and verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself.
That's the thing I want you to understand right here. This kingdom right here is starting to be divided against itself.
Right.
The Republicans, the Democrats, the liberals, the what do you call the opposite of liberals?
The conservative.
Conservatives, all that stuff. This kingdom is starting to be very divided.
That's
all right.
right.
Read.
That kingdom cannot stand.
Christ said that kingdom cannot stand. Ain't no way possible it's going to stand. The more it gets divided, the more it's going to have issues and problems internally. It will not stand. Go back to the video.
Here, and I think that is the officer that gets hit in the armor vest. Now, somehow, you would think March Vera, you got to death, but I guess somebody just tackled bro, because at first there was, reports shooter is dead, but he is definitely not dead. That man is alive, and somebody over here tackled him. The first confirmed video that came out that basically we knew that the suspect that was captured, Cole, was alive. And you can see him right here in the tinfoil because obviously they stripped him down, make sure he had no explosives on him type shit. Now, who is Cole exactly? Well, like I said, he's a teacher, but also, he's a smart dude. Gamer, engineering nerd, game developer, that type of vibe.
That's why
but
he
also,
like
he
that.
did do an internship at NASA, supposedly. Now, is this like a revenge hit on everybody? Now, this is the moment that the president realized that something was
Now,
going on.
pause it real quick. Now, you saw the characteristic that the guy had, right? I don't know if y'all been paying attention to this, but a few weeks back, probably like 2 weeks ago, other people who's been working at companies who got laid off or the company's not looking out for them, they burned and torched the whole building. There's something that's happening here. There's a spirit that's coming into this country, into this land, Babylon, that's rising up against people to make them rebel against the powers that be.
Right.
They're rebelling against the big boss, the CEOs. Remember that Luigi guy who shot the CEO of healthcare? I forgot
the insurance company.
Yeah, the insurance company. And now you got one who he torched the whole. It was a lady, I think. She torched the whole building, like just completely gone.
Damn. Hey.
Because they did her wrong. Now you got this guy rising up. Guess what? Other vigilantes going to see it, and they're gonna say, "Damn, it's my turn."
It's gonna be a trend.
Yeah, it's my turn to make a name for myself.
Hey, officer, watch how God described the Egypt that we are in Isaiah. Can we get Isaiah chapter 30? Watch this.
Bring it out.
Isaiah chapter 30, and I want to read verse 3. Read verse 3, and I want to read 12 and 13.
Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 3.
Go ahead.
Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame.
Because when you read up, it's going into how we trusted in Egypt. At that time, also going into the spiritual Egypt, which is Babylon the Great. Come on.
And the trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion.
That's why it says the shadow of Egypt, because we made a covenant with Egypt back then, our forefathers, and we made an agreement with spiritual Egypt, or the shadow of Egypt today, which is Babylon. Now watch verse 12 and 13.
Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel.
Come on.
Because ye despise this word.
You hate the Bible.
And trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon.
Because that's what Babylon represents. That's what this spiritual Egypt represents, because it was a spiritual Egypt of us being in bondage. Israel was enslaved in Egypt. So just as we was enslaved in Egypt, America we are enslaved in because it's oppression and perverseness. Read verse 13.
Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you.
The iniquity is trusting in Egypt. Come on.
As a breach ready to fall.
As a what?
A breach ready to fall.
That's what you're going into, Officer Paggio. This place is in a state where it's crumbling.
Yep.
It's falling. God says this place is as a breach that is getting ready to fall. These are the outcomes of it. The assassination of the president, the uproar of the people, the destruction of the economy. All those are signs of a nation crumbling.
And go ahead.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Let me get 2nd Ezra 15, verse 14. Because what we see going in America is going toward the whole earth.
Mm-hmm.
2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 14. Mm-hmm. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
It's not just America. You know, we see a lot of situation going on in America, but it's not just America. It's the whole planet. Wait.
For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
Mm-hmm.
And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Wait.
For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings.
What?
They shall not regard their kings.
And what?
Nor princes.
They don't care if you're the CEO, just like Officer Pachia going to. They don't, because the people are getting tired of the system.
Right.
Because the system is doing them wrong. Imagine the lady, he invests all his life in a company, and the company do you wrong, and they just keep robbing people. People are gonna just fed up with it and start killing everybody. Mm-hmm. And that's why you see. I don't know, because a lot of people say that thing was staged. I don't know. I really don't care.
Yeah, don't matter.
But we see what's going on upon earth, and just the people are tired of it. Right. The people are tired of the system because they spend their whole lifetime on a system, and the system is doing them wrong. 100%. And that's why they say, hey, read it again.
For there shall be sedition among men,
mm-hmm.
and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
Wait.
And the course of their action shall stand in their power.
They're going to have, a lot of people going to rise up with weapons and start taking stuff over. Right. And that's what you see that's going on. It's going to be in America, but it's going to go all the places too. Go ahead, officer.
Hey, you mind if I get a script?
Yeah, go ahead, bring it out.
Go to Isaiah chapter 19 just to land back off of both of the officers' point. Because right now we in spiritual Egypt, and we seeing an uprising, like the officer said. We seeing Esau and Americans who's supposed to be voting for Trump turning on Trump. Read that. Verse 2.
Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2. Come on. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians.
So that's what we seeing. We seeing the beginning of that inner turmoil in Babylon the Great, mystery Egypt, the spiritual Egypt, right? Read on.
And they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom.
And that's what we slowly getting to, because like the officer said, people is getting fed up. Guess what? The war in Iran is affecting gas. It's affecting the price of food. It's affecting people's jobs. We see brothers that's getting laid off. And people are equating that to who? DJ Trump. So they want money.
Hey, you know what? I see that thing now, that display. What happened waiting for me, right in front of me at my job. Two white boys. One for Trump, the other one was against Trump.
Right.
And they started going at each other.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang.
That's
just good for real.
Mega crew.
That's the Egyptian against the Egyptian. Oh, boy, they were going at it. That's a good.
Crazy work.
Hey, continue the video.
Now, somebody was performing this magic trick, and she was impressed. Oh my God, how'd you know that? And then, boop, here comes the Secret Service. Now, it was like a wave because they heard the bullets being shot. And then obviously people started to panic, and then like the wave of panic swept through the room. Now, something very interesting, no photo ops by Mr. Trump. So I still think the last one was fake as fuck. But now the question is, was this sort of psyop, or is this just a terrible plot and execution here by Cole? Which honestly, that is what I'm leaning more towards, because like that looks like a nigga that had zero plan. He was just like, yeah, I'm gonna stop this shit today. Fuck it, I'm done. I'm stopping this shit. I'm shooting somebody. Or maybe they corrupted his mind over time. But then, weirdly enough, you can tell immediately that they are now using this as an excuse for the ballroom.
I didn't want to say this, but this is why we have to have all of the attributes of what we're planning at the White House. It's actually a larger room, and it's much more secure. It's drone-proof. It's bulletproof glass. We need the ballroom.
You definitely want to say that. I don't understand why you even trying to lie and say you did want to say that. You couldn't wait to say that. But now the question is, what happens next? So they're obviously going to do their background check on Cole, but the question is, they're going to try to tie him to Iran and then be like, oh, well, see, that's why we need to go to war. But you see, they're already using it for the ballroom. They also already have their white ring puppets doing the same thing. And where we know this ballroom is not a normal ballroom. This is a billionaire bunker that he's going to use as a forever home to stay in presidency forever. Also, usually I don't condone snitching, but as a hater, I'm about to snitch right now, because this girl should definitely get her credentials pulled, because once she met with BB the Bomber, so, I mean, she meets with genocidal maniacs, but then she took a selfie while all hell was breaking loose and reported false information because the shooter is not dead. So, yank, I feel like I should definitely pull that motherfucker.
Hey, if you see what he's talking about, right? So this whole thing just happened, and he's focused on a ballroom. You know, he wants to run for a third term, whatever he got the ballroom for, right? He's not focused on fixing the people. He in a war that he got swindled in by Bibi Netanyahu, being just pimped out. Don't know what to do. He firing his top executive and people who got wisdom in certain things or knowledge in certain things, right, to run the country. This is his concern about his ballroom. That's why they got a saying, let no great crisis, something like that, go to waste. That's the saying.
And he set up his a podcaster as his Secretary of Defense.
Yeah, set up, and he got his wife as something else. I'm like, yo, this dude is crazy. But I'm going to show you how those kind of moves are biblical.
Yeah.
Go to 1 Kings chapter 12. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you how when God wants to destroy a kingdom, he sets up things in place to make sure it works. Read 1 Kings chapter 12, read verse 1.
1 Kings chapter 12 and verse 1. And Rehoboam went
Come on, man. What's wrong with you?
And Rehoboam went to Shechem, for all Israel were come to Shechem to make him king. And it came to pass when Jeroboam the son of Nebat, who was yet in Egypt, heard of it, for he was fled from the presence of King Solomon.
So Rehoboam is about to be set up as king, right? Read.
And Jeroboam dwelt in Egypt, that they sent and called him, and Jeroboam and all the congregation of Israel came, and spake unto Rehoboam, saying, Thy father made our yoke grievous. Now therefore make thou the grievous service of thy father, and his heavy yoke which he put upon us lighter.
So they came and asked him, listen, we need some help. All right. Our yoke is hard. Our load is heavy. Make America great again. That's why they wanted President Trump. They said, damn, we're going through a hard time right now. Help us get better. Help our life get better. Make America great again. It's the same story, history happens. It just rhymes in different places.
It repeats itself.
Come on.
And we will serve thee. And he said unto them, depart yet for 3 days.
He said, listen, give me 3 days. I'll be back with y'all.
Then come again to me. And the people departed. And King Rehoboam consulted with the old men.
So he went and got counsel from the old men that was with King Solomon or before. Read.
That stood before Solomon his father while he yet lived. And said, how do ye advise that I may answer this people? And they spake unto him, saying, if thou wilt be a servant unto this people this day, and wilt serve them.
If you make America first.
And answer them, and speak good words to them. Then they will be thy servants forever.
If you say MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. Read.
But he forsook the counsel of the old men.
What did he do?
He forsook the counsel of the old men.
That's exactly what Trump is doing. He's getting rid of the people who actually has experience in certain offices that's set up to run America, to run the White House. He's setting up base people in those positions. Read.
Which they had given him, and consulted with the young men that were grown up with him.
Now he's working with people who are young in the in government. When it was funny again, when the war in Iran, all that stuff, all those people set up that made him go to war. Those are young men in that office, young men in that field. They don't know stuff. They just came in like a few years ago. They don't know that stuff.
The hell is this?
So same thing you're reading about. When God wants to destroy a kingdom, base people get set up. Now go to verse 31. Watch this.
And he made an house of high places, and made priests of the lowest of the people.
What kind of people?
Of the lowest of the people.
Even when he set up the priests, that time, it was the lowest of the people. It wasn't the Levites. Read.
Which were not of the sons of Levi.
They were not the son of Levi. You understand? That's what Jeroboam did. Yeah, Jeroboam. That's what he did. He set up the lowest piece,
right?
The lowest people as priests, as the high authority that gives out the law.
Yeah, Trump setting up his friends.
That's what doing. Exactly. Lowest of the people. Now go to Daniel chapter 4, read verse 17. You got to understand, when God wants to destroy a kingdom, that's the same thing when you read about Israel, when they started having that internal fighting, and it was about to stop it. God said, no, this thing is of me. I did this. I'm causing this to happen. Daniel chapter 4, verse 17.
Daniel chapter 4 and verse 17. Come on! This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
And what does he do?
And giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basest of men.
When God wanted to set up Trump, he said, listen, I'm going to set you up, and this is what you're going to do. You're a base man. You're a businessman. That's who you are. You don't know how to run countries. You don't know how to do government stuff. You are a businessman who filed for bankruptcy multiple times. You're the perfect candidate to destroy this country. Now America's about to go bankrupt.
Now on social, can't play in the sandbox.
Yeah.
Nobody, like what you're going into is heavy, because if he had those type of counselors around him, he would have enough sense to say, you know what, bro, don't say you're going to steal Greenland.
Yeah.
That's an ally.
Yeah.
Like, you would have sense to say, you know what, don't disrespect the EU.
Somebody would have slapped him and said, get off TikTok.
Right.
X.
You know what I mean?
Get off X.
Now, when they reject you for flying in their airspace, you shocked.
Yeah.
It's common sense. But due to what you're going into, how the Lord removed all the wise men from around him and infiltrated it with base men, he could get prophecy popping.
100%. Go ahead.
What you say is true, officer. Let me get Isaiah 19,
Bring
verse
it
14.
out.
Because that's the same thing that because whenever the Lord want to destroy kingdom, and that's what he did to us as a people, because we had hatred from one another. Northern kingdom, southern kingdom, it destroys us. And the same thing is going up in Babylon today. Read.
Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 15.
Read.
Neither shall there be any work.
Isaiah 19, verse 14.
Verse 14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit.
Or what?
A perverse spirit.
Sometimes you see, why? I mean, certain things they do. They say, really?
Yeah, for real.
I'm like, come on. I'm like, dang. Even people in the third grade won't even be able to do that. I'm like, dang.
In the midst thereof. And they have caused Egypt to err in every work
in
thereof.
what?
Egypt to err in every work
In
thereof.
everything they do, you say, like, what the hell these people are doing? Even third world country asking what the hell America is doing.
Yep.
That dude got the Strait of Hormuz open the same day he went boasting on his social media, say, yeah, I opened the strait. They closed that thing the second day. Close it again.
But that's the go ahead.
Let me finish.
As a drunken man staggereth in his vomit.
In his what?
In his vomit.
Sometimes you say, what the hell are these people are thinking? Go ahead, officer, I'm sorry.
Hey, going back to that Strait of Hormuz thing, man, they try to be slick. They said, listen, the reason we're going to war with Iran is because they got weapons of mass destruction, basically. It's another weapon of mass destruction talk. And then he said, listen, we destroy all the armies, we destroy the navies, they have nothing, we destroy all the bases. Okay, then leave. Why are you still over there then?
Right.
Because you went over there to do a job, right? You did your job.
Right.
Now leave. Now he said, we're going to get the Strait of Hormuz open. Oh, it's going to be open. Stock market goes up. Oh, it's going to be open. Stock market goes down. It's all manipulation.
Wow. And Iran never controlled that strait before.
Yeah.
Right.
Because of the war. You give them a reason to make money now.
Yeah.
That's just, I'm like.
The Lord is a mastermind, man. Listen, when you see that kind of stuff, all you got to do is sit back and eat your unleavened bread. That's it. I won't say popcorn, but just eat your unleavened bread because it's going to be the next Passover coming up when the Lord comes back and destroy this place, man.
Right.
Hey, let me get two scripts.
Bring it out.
Hey, go to Obadiah. Read Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 2. Watch
Come
this.
on.
Going into what Officer Pagiel is saying. Officer Pagiel is talking about how the Lord is setting up how he's going to make these prophecies come to pass. Watch this.
Obadiah, verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen.
Go ahead.
Thou art greatly despised.
Greatly hated.
The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
So God says he's going to make him, he is small. He's the smallest nation out of all nations, especially over there in the, what do you call it, the Middle East, right? Because he's like the only one out there surrounded by Arab nations.
Yep.
Right.
So God says he's going to make him small, and then he's going to make him hated amongst all nations, even his allies. Watch this. Go to Isaiah chapter 14, and we're going to read verse, let me get there. I want to read verse 10, but I might want another verse as well. Isaiah chapter 14 and read, where you at?
Verse 10.
Read 5 and 6 first.
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 5. The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked.
This is prophecy. He's going to break the wicked.
And the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke.
That's Edom. Edom smotes all people with wrath. That's his first dictatorship, or his first idea on how to make America great is with violence. Come on.
He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth.
Now jump to verse 10.
All they that speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us?
So God says eventually, through his ruling, he's going to show forth weakness. That's what we just witnessed. You understand? The nations are going to say, well, you're in a country where you keep getting assassination attempts. Why can't you control your citizens? You understand? Why everybody in your country hate you?
Right.
Why everybody want to kill you? Now the nations are going to see the weakness inside of Babylon, inside of Edom. You understand? Inside of the nation that rules them with anger. All right?
That's right. Hey, play that video. So this is just footage. Just lower it. Just stop the music. You can lower the music.
I don't think this has any.
Yeah, it has no audio. So this is just another angle of view of what happened inside there. Rushing him out. Listen, the people are tired of this guy, but it is what it is. He got to be there. He got to fulfill whatever role he has to play. All right. Play that.
Xi Jinping says the world order is crumbling into disarray. Larry Fink and the IMF are worried about a global recession.
What they talk about? They talk about the American dollar crashing. All right. You got to understand, IMF. IMF is the one who decide black countries, you got to be poor. Everybody else, you got to be rich. Just put it straight. That's how it is. If you think about it, any black and Hispanic countries, the money is worthless.
Right.
But any country that's either might dominated or Asia, y'all good. Y'all good. Even though we produce nothing, our money's gonna be good. So read that. Go down. Come on, you pass too much. Read.
Chinese President Xi Jinping issued some of his starkest language yet about the state of the global economy on Tuesday, telling Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez in Beijing the international order is crumbling into disarray in remarks reported by Bloomberg, which clarified the Chinese phrase connotes not merely chaos, but also moral decay. The two leaders were pledging closer bilateral ties and called for a joint front to preserve multilateralism, a pointed signal directed at Washington that Beijing intends to fill the vacuum left by America's more unilateral posture on the world stage. Xi's dire assessment is increasingly shared by the world's most prominent financial voices. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink speaking to the BBC in late March.
If y'all don't know BlackRock, I know they're known for buying a lot of houses. All right, read.
Laid out a bleak binary. Either the Iran war resolves in a way that reintegrates the country into global markets.
So it says, listen, this Iran war, but who started the Iran war?
Right.
It was good old USA and Bibi Netanyahu. Them two got swindled into a war. Now you fighting a war you're trying to get out of. Ever since it started, Bibi been hidden. You don't see him that much. It was all just being used like a whore. The same way, that's what God calls Babylon, a whore. Now, people are trying to come and collect money from you. Read.
Pushing oil to $40 a barrel. Or the conflict grinds on and oil climbs to $150.
So it went up to 40 a barrel, now 150. Read.
With years of supply disruption to follow.
So years of supply disruption, right? So what is being disrupted with the oil? A lot of reserve are being used.
Right.
That's what people don't understand. They're using reserve. You may think it's good. Sometimes you go to the gas station, they say there's no gas here. A gas station that has gas all the time, like clockwork. You go there at a certain time, the oil tanker truck is coming. 5:30, 6 o'clock, it's there. You go there, it's no longer there. And then an hour and a half later, no more gas.
You seeing some gas stations closing.
Yeah.
I've seen it. There's some gas stations that's closing. And these are franchise companies. It's just that they are feeling the effects of it so much where certain locations they have to shut down.
Yep. And this, don't think that's where it started. Remember, when he came, when your good president that you voted for came into power, he said, you know what? I feel like being Oprah today. You get a tariff, you get a tariff, you get a tariff. Tariff for everybody.
Yeah.
Tariffs for everybody, destroying the economy even worse. And now, what is the president of China saying? He's saying, we need a new superpower. I think I could step in those shoes and take that spot. That's basically what he's saying. Don't think he's just speaking for or just anybody. No, he wants to take that spot. Because they already know they're second to America. They already know that.
That's why they was building a new world economy. You understand? They built it off of a different type of I think it was not a different type of dollar, but not the U.S. dollar. Basically.
Yeah. They want to get rid of the
bricks, right?
Yeah,
they're trading in different funding.
Yeah, even Iran been trading oil and with Chinese money.
Right.
So there's a lot of talk that's happening behind closed doors. The people we on this side of the world, or we're gonna see it.
Wasn't that one of the reasons why he went into Venezuela and stole the president?
Yeah.
That's because Venezuela was trading outside of the US dollar when it comes to oil.
Yeah, he wanted oil, but what happened to that all that oil? All that, bro, it's crazy how much stuff is happening and people just forget about it.
Yep.
It just keeps happening left and right, and then you're so distracted because your attention span is only a TikTok time frame, a Instagram Shorts time frame, that anything that's longer than that, you forget about it. There's more in the article. Yeah, read.
I don't think anybody knows what the outcome will be, he said. The stakes are enormous. Iran borders the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow waterway through which roughly 20 million barrels of oil flow daily, about 20% of global supply.
20 million barrels of oil flow daily. I'd be like, yo, how the earth produce so much oil? You taking that much oil out non-stop daily? I'm like, damn, the way this whole system is set up, if the whole world is relying on this oil, 20%, how many percentage? Yeah, it's just about 20% of global supply. Yeah, global supply. That's a lot. That's the first world countries that this is all going to.
And that's just what passes through that strait.
Right.
That's not talking about the oil that goes in different routes.
Yeah, so 20% of the global supply. Read on.
Since the war began, the strait has been effectively choked. Mines have been laid, shipping traffic disrupted, and the price of passage elevated for the few vessels Tehran has permitted through. The consequences ripple far beyond energy markets. Fertilizer prices, supply chains, agricultural costs. Fink warned it all hangs in the balance.
All right, you can stop it there. So you got to think about this, right? Think about this as a corporation, is a business, is a person. All right, a country is a person. What just happened is that country, the father of that country, had children. The children is a population. You just made it harder for them to feed their kids. And you think they're just going to accept that? You think they're just going to accept you coming in and making it harder for them to provide for their own people? They're not just going to accept that. They're going to find a way to come against you. Read that. Read the next article.
After kicking Spain out of Gaza's ceasefire center, Netanyahu promises that countries opposing Israel will pay immediate price.
Who gives a damn? Who? They don't care. Who is this guy talking to? Without America, he's nobody.
That's dictator talk, right?
Yeah. Without America, he's nobody. And guess what? If people are leaving America, who you gonna be? You ain't gonna be nobody. Talking about some, go back, what they said again? We'll pay a heavy price?
Yep.
We'll pay an immediate price.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and try it. I would love to see it. I like when y'all fight against each other. All praises. Do what you got to do, BB.
That's right.
Read.
Countries that wage a diplomatic war against Israel will pay an immediate price, says Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, after Israel boots Spain from the Civil Military Coordination Center in Kiryat Gat. The CMCC oversees the ceasefire in the Gaza Strip. Spain had a permanent presence at the headquarters, an Israeli official tells the Times of Israel. Israel will not remain silent in the face of those who attack us, he says in a video statement.
That's good. Keep speaking that bold. Don't stay silent. Those people come after you. They're making fun of you. They're saying all kind of truth that you don't like. Do what you got to do. Handle what you got to handle, my man. Fulfill prophecy.
That's right.
That's all you got to do. Let the least of the flock go ahead and draw everybody else out. You least of the flock. You do what you got to do, BB. Don't let people talk to you that way. They may make fun of you. You'll hide, I don't know, your ears or whatever. Don't let them talk to you that way, all right? Do what you got to do. Next article. Come on. Come on.
Come on.
That's it?
Shots fired as gunman charges toward ballroom at White House Correspondents'
Now,
dinner.
go to the next one. We already went over that.
We have to be lucid on the US strategy. And it's not just President Trump's. character or behavior. And the United States, I would say since now 15 years, decided number one issue is America, and America first. And I do respect that. And this is his main issue. He was elected to deliver for his main voters and American middle classes. Fair point. The second priority is China. And it started with President Obama, who said, I will be the first Pacific president. And it's quite consistent. And look at what happened during the former administration on Afghanistan or Inflation Reduction Act. I mean, it was not a pro-European approach. And this is not, sometimes President Trump is more explicit about the Europeans and could be more aggressive verbally. But their strategies just don't put the European interest at the center of their agenda. Okay, matter of fact. The point, I think we are not here as leaders to make comments on tweets or behaviors. We are here to act and decide. And the unique strategy which makes sense for us, our countries and our continent is just to act, to accelerate, clearly to have more scale and speed, as I mentioned, in order to increase our independence. This is my obsession.
So you think if a more predictable, let's put it that way, US president is elected next time around, it's not going to be back to business as usual?
No, I don't think so.
Damn.
I think this is an historical trend. And I completely agree, by the way, with what Kyriakos said on the fact that we can engage with the US on some issues and still makes a lot of sense because of the common values and historical bonds. We have...
All right, so you see he's not saying anything different than what the Chinese president just said. They're basically saying, listen, it's time for things to change. Now watch this. Go to Revelation chapter 17, read verse 1. We're going to do some jumping around real quick.
Revelation chapter 17 and verse 1. And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
So the whore is the same whore that you read in Revelation 18, all right? That sit upon many waters.
That's
what does that
right.
mean? They have many bases all over the world. They control a lot of places all over the world. The waters of people, read.
With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
So now they're having a party. They've been having a ball with them. They've been living good, living lavishly with the whore. Drink all her wine, all her lies. They absorb everything. But now they're getting sobered up. They're like, wait a minute. He just smacked me across the face. Hold up. Trump just goes, whenever he wakes up, he feels some kind of way. He go on his ex. And caps, all caps. Oh, President Macron, or European, y'all should have stood with us when we went attacked. Where's NATO?
Bro, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
man?
talk all that nonsense. Where's NATO? Oh, it was a test. I was testing them to see if they were going to come. Be quiet. He wasn't testing nobody. Nobody showed up. Now you're saying it was a test.
He got the Twitter finger bug.
Yeah. So go down to verse 12. So
And-
they formed. So Babylon, the whore, rule over nations. Right? Read.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings,
NATO. Read.
which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast.
You got to understand something. NATO, all those European countries, they gave their power to U.S. You understand? They say, U.S., you do what you got to do. You protect us. We'll fight. That's when President Trump became president. He said, listen, we've been helping these countries. They gotta pay protection fee.
Right.
I'm a mafia. What the hell you think I am? You think I'm a president? I'm a mafia. You got to pay your fees, man. You got to pay your taxes. You got to pay your dues.
Damn. Hey.
Now they're starting to hate the whore. Read.
These shall make war with the Lamb,
That's a future prophecy. They will make war. Read.
and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is the Lord of lords and King of kings.
What verse you at?
That's verse 14, sir.
Okay, now go to verse 15.
And he saith unto me, The waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples, and multitudes, and nations, and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast.
The EU, all right, the common market, read.
These shall hate the whore.
What are they going to do?
Hate the whore.
They will hate America. And it's starting to happen. It's because the basis of man is in president. And Macron said, listen, I don't think this stuff is going to work. I already see it doesn't matter who the president is. Yeah. That's what he said at the beginning. He said, it doesn't matter who the president is. This is a whorish behavior. It's about America.
That's how you know all of them have the same mindset. It's not just Trump. It's his whole cabinet. It's all Esau that controls, that rules the people with anger. All of them think the same.
Yep. Read.
And shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. For God hath put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree, and give their kingdom unto the beast.
You see that? So God is the one who said, listen, y'all gonna get together at first, and then y'all gonna fight, and then y'all gonna hate the whore, and then y'all gonna destroy the whore. Read.
Until the words of God shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city.
Great city, Babylon. There's no just look around the world. Everybody know America is the #1 country in the world. Everybody wants to come here. Everybody wants to be like people here. Everybody think people here are just immortals, especially the Edomites. Not us, not blacks. The Edomites, they think they're the greatest people on this earth. Read.
Which reigneth over the kings of the earth.
Who does he rule over?
Over the kings of the earth.
Kings translate to president. You understand? That's who rules over them.
Didn't he just disrespect the prince of Saudi? Is Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, I believe
it. Pakistan.
I think it was Saudi.
Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
He just disrespected him.
Rule over them. Set up bases everywhere. Now, guess what? But now they're starting to hate the whore. They said, nah, man, the way you're doing stuff ain't right. In 1 minute, you're doing this, and then the other way, like you're unstable. We don't know what you want. You got something?
Yeah, I'll get some.
Yeah.
Go to Isaiah chapter 47. Isaiah chapter 47. It's going right into where Officer Padgio left off with Revelation 17.
Read it out.
47, read verse 1.
Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 1.
Let's go.
Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
So the daughter of Babylon is the same Babylon that we read about in Revelations. God says, come sit in the dust, because why? She thinks she's high. Go ahead.
For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Meaning you're not going to be that great nation that the world sees you as anymore. Go ahead.
Take the millstones and grind meal.
Go into slavery.
Uncover thy locks.
Uncover the locks, because she's like a delicate. She presents herself as a delicate woman. A delicate woman would have her head covered, wrapped. Come on.
Make bare the leg.
She would have on a modest dress. God says, nah, take that off. You're not modest. Come on.
Uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers.
Come on.
Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen.
Read.
I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
So God says he's going to reveal her shame, reveal her nakedness, like we read in Revelation chapter 17. And show you that this place, Babylon, that everybody think, oh my God, white people are so righteous and so great. Nah, God says, nah, I'm going to show you who this guy really is.
Hey, play that video.
Arakchi in Islamabad, Woodcoff and Kushner in Islamabad. Are we seeing a breakthrough here? After days of waiting, finally a sudden announcement was heard. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Arakchi was heading to Islamabad, but the reasons were unclear. When the visit was first announced, many reported that Arakchi, who arrived last night, was traveling for the talks. But then it was announced that the Iranian FM was headed to Pakistan as part of a tour, also including Oman and Russia. According to Arakchi, the visit is to closely coordinate with our partners on bilateral matters and consult on regional developments. Then it was suddenly announced that U.S. Envoy Steve Witkoff and Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner would also be arriving to Pakistan.
Stop. So Iran is going over there to have talk with people. They're not just gonna talk about chips and drinks and what's your favorite sneakers. Nah, they're not gonna talk about that. They're talking about business, all right? Business that does not include a certain group of people. You understand? How to trade, how to sell stuff. And what am I giving you and what are you giving me to benefit each other?
Commerce.
Yeah, commerce, all that stuff, right? That's the kind of talk. Now, we want it just a little bit.
Al-Aqshi in Islamabad,
God,
and Kushner in Islamabad. Are we seeing a breakthrough here? After days of waiting, finally a sudden announcement was heard. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi was heading to Islamabad, but the reasons were unclear. When the visit was first announced, many reported that Araghchi, who arrived last night, was traveling for the talks. But then it was announced that the Iranian FM was headed to Pakistan as part of a tour, also including Oman and Russia. According to Araghchi, the visit is to closely coordinate with our partners on bilateral matters and consult on regional developments. Then it was suddenly announced that U.S. Envoy Steve Witkoff and Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner would also be arriving to Pakistan, adding more fuel to speculation that the talks were finally going to take place. But just last night, Iranian media began to leak information that no talks would take place and stressed that the visit is purely to convey Iran's position on ending the war. Iran's foreign ministry echoed this with a statement by its spokesperson Ismail Baqai, who said Iran's observations would be conveyed to Pakistan. Now, Iran's position on holding talks with the US has been repeated on several occasions. Abide by the terms of the ceasefire and end the blockade so that we can hold the talks. Now, one key question remains. Why are Witkoff and Kushner headed to Islamabad with Vance reportedly on standby? Are we nearing a breakthrough? Make sure to follow us for the latest on the Islamabad talks.
So U.S. is being pushed back from all those talks. You understand? Russia and Iran. Go ahead.
That's Iran and Pakistan. That's Arab. That's Arabic nations.
Right.
You understand? Coming together and having talks about what they're gonna do about America invading Iran.
Yeah, Not only that, like. You got to understand something. They're not blind. They're seeing what BB doing. While this war is happening, BB's dropping bomb in Lebanon. Want to expand Israel.
He invaded it.
Yeah, he invaded
and went in there.
Just took it.
Yeah, and started taking.
And I'm like, yo, these Persians, these Iranians, they don't see that kind of stuff. When y'all gonna make a move, man? Like, yeah, I don't understand. Y'all don't see what's happening. Y'all gonna wait when he's knocking out your door? The man just taking over and over and over. And they just still don't know how to get along yet. They still don't know how to get together. But hey, obviously got to get fulfilled. I guess it takes time. Got to be on God's time.
That's right.
All right, so we'll be right back here on Four Corners News.
Yeah. You know we content for the faith, so we never pretend with the fake. Got no time to hang out with the snakes. I just know what I am, what I ain't. I just do what I can, what I can't. I just leave it to him, I don't think. Hey, what do you mean? My blessing came straight from the Lord, straight for the team. I'm out here just praising my God. Everybody know I gotta grow. All that evil can't take that no more. I can't hang with the wicked no more. Can't stay the same my whole life. Ain't got much longer, I gotta get stronger. I'm lifting and building my faith, doing whatever it takes. Giving at least to my debt, can't afford them.
Shalom, Most High God bless Officer Shiloh. We just did a missing person for our brother Hussein Campbell, and we talked to some people, and we found some people that said they had seen him on Facebook and stuff like that, but still we give them a flyer and then we ask to talk to some more people about it and to post it on their page so that more awareness can bring about it. So we're looking forward to find our brother who went missing on November 8th, 2025. It's about 5-7 months, but hopefully we got some good news soon concerning our border that we're missing. Shalom. Most High in Christ bless.
For centuries, Nigeria has stood as one of the most resource-rich lands on earth. Oil, gold, agriculture. Over 300 tribes. A nation of strength. From the west coast of Africa, ships departed. Men, women, children taken.
My ancestors were brought on slave ships from Nigeria to the United States of America. So it's good to connect with my people here in Nigeria because we are the same people.
The Bible records something unsettling. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Our sons and daughters were taken from the west coast of Africa and given to the British, given to the Spanish, given to the Portuguese, and brought to the western side of the world as slaves. That happened. That's historically accurate.
From Nigerian shores, children were removed, and there was no might in their hands to recover them. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people. Nigeria remained, renamed under colonial rule. A people told they were merely African, but scripture says something else.
I thought the white man over there in Israel was the Jew.
They are black unto the ground.
He's not the Jew. The Bible describes the Jews. The Jews are black.
What if identity was never erased, only buried?
Look at the word Igbo. That came from the word what? Igbo, which is originally Hebrew.
Nigeria should be among the most prosperous nations on earth, yet its resources fuel foreign powers.
Allow the white man to steal from you and take your resources while you're standing here in poverty. Nigeria literally should be one of the richest countries on the planet Earth.
The question is no longer what happened. The question is, who were the people it happened to? And what happens when identity is restored?
Definitely. So you know, according to 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 53, they killed and destroyed us. We got to make sure we protect this Torah. This is the last Torah here. We got to make sure we protect this with our lives. You understand? All right. We got to make sure we preserve the words of our forefathers by any means necessary. Understood?
相田様、ユリ様、アモンビトがもう着きました。
Yeah. Hey, godlike energy is they been an enemy. Death up enemy. Start with a million feet. Feel like a centipede. Gang came along like I'm Genghis Khan. Banging heads like I'm banging gongs. Just the saga of a freeborn samurai no Nobunaga. 1611 KJVB my katana. Body sliced up like some sushi in a diner for my family and honor. World ended finished by the world starter. Missiles flying like what happened after Pearl Harbor. Razor slide across your head like a thorough barber. Godzilla, God killer, but I'm much darker. Long day for an Ammonite getting cocky. In your house, boots on the table, sipping sake. Suicide kamikaze going against the godly. All for the love of you like the Osby.
Damn it, prideful spirit foul, cause it left you cocky. Christ gon' raid on you, like it's Benghazi. You harbored his pearls, now it's kamikaze. Judgment swifter than Shinobi on Kawasaki. Sword sharper than Hatoro Hanzo steel. So heads gon' roll and skin gon' peel. Sin got you looking down, it's easier to kneel. Isaiah 11:14, starting to feel so real.
We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down. We about to turn the world upside down.
Welcome back. Nah, they caught him red-handed, man. They thought I'd be slick. You gotta be ready, man.
Oh, amazing.
So the show is called Attack on Trump, Black Dysfunction, all right? Black Dysfunction.
And Passover.
Yeah, and Passover. So we're going to get to the Passover section later.
That's right.
But let's pull that up real quick because we got to fix the house. We got to fix our house, man.
Yep.
Pull that up.
That's right.
Read that.
A 31-year-old sore loser, Cameron Hogg, was humiliated after losing a game of basketball to 21-year-old Asia Womack in Dallas, Texas. He was so embarrassed that he shot her 5 times, killing her.
Damn. This is a shame, man. This is crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. The thing is, our people have become so dysfunctional in society. It didn't start here. We're just living the results. It started way back then when they got the fathers outside of the house. When they got the fathers outside of the house, they got Section 8 set up. They got education destroyed, or of us learning. The school system, you understand? Making sure that we don't learn nothing. You got the Amalek, the BB people, the people who wear little hats. They're making sure that they push everything that is dysfunctional in music. Make sure that they buy off all TV shows or positive TV shows that we have and put on negative stuff. They said Bill Cosby can't buy nothing and push nothing positive. BT can't have nothing positive. All that, right? And we absorbed it. Single parent household.
Yep.
Women raising children who become adults. You understand? You think children are the monsters that's being born and raised. You think they don't become adults? Yes, they do become adults. And the mind never changed. I remember a while ago, I saw I think it was a camp teaching by Bishop Nathaniel. It was during Father's Day. And he said the title of the video was Black and Hispanics, Black and Puerto Rican, something like that. Men are made to stay as boys and never grow up. That's what I was saying. I was like, damn, that is so true. Look, that behavior, that's toddler behavior. You get mad when you lose. You get angry. You want to hit somebody. It's a girl. If you want to do something, I'm not pushing violence, but you could have used your hands. You literally had to shoot her.
Yeah, it's crazy.
For a basketball game?
The hell is this?
A basketball game. You 31, she 21. Why are you playing against her in the first place? If you can't play, just don't play.
And got whooped.
You got whooped. Probably put some money on it.
That's crazy.
You understand? Now the parents lost a daughter.
Yep.
Let me get Leviticus 19:17.
Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 17. Come on! Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Oh, your sister, read.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
God says the only thing we should be doing with each other is correcting each other if we see somebody going off.
That's right.
Not kill him. Not hate. You understand? But guess what? The Christian church had failed our people. The Christian church has failed our people because they like to teach that God's laws are done away with. Thou shalt not kill is one of God's laws. If we keep putting that stuff in our brain, what do you think is going to happen? When they come against the Israelites, they're coming against us because we're trying to prevent this.
That's right.
Right. You had more?
Go ahead.
Hey, go to Proverbs chapter 6 and read verse 16 and 17.
Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 16. These 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him.
Come on.
A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood.
God says he hates that thing. You understand? That's something that's detestable in the sight of God. When you just take someone's life and you have no reason behind it. It's not self-defense. You understand? It's not you came home and somebody was in your house. It's just because of your pride, because of your evil inside of you, you couldn't contain yourself and you took that person's life. Let me get one more. Go to now this is what needed to be taught. Go to Sirach 19. Sirach chapter 19, read verse 17.
Sirach chapter 19 and verse 17. Admonish thy neighbor before thou threaten him.
That's what it was supposed to be, some type of admonishment, dialogue. You understand? Conversation. Come on.
And not being angry, give place to the law of the Most High.
And that's what we need in our communities. We need the law of the Most High in our communities, because that's what's going to change that hatred in our heart that we have for one another.
That's
going
right.
into what Officer Pagiel was saying. We are taught that type of hatred for one another through the type of music we listen to, through the TV shows that we watch. You understand? Those things are pushed. When you see a race of people and you have an issue with them, immediately you want to make amends or have some type of admonishment. But when it comes to us, it's just death on the table.
Yep, that's it.
Let me get Matthew 24 verse 12.
Matthew,
what you said was true because of the Christian church failed the people. Read.
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12.
Let's go.
And because iniquity shall abound.
Why would sin increase? Verse 11.
And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many.
You're not under God's law no more. Because you're not under God's law no more, guess what? Sin increase. They're not teaching that.
Right.
Now, verse 12.
And because iniquity shall abound,
Read.
the love of many shall wax cold.
That's cold. Cold-blooded.
That's cold-blooded.
Cold-blooded, man. You killed somebody over a stupid game.
A basketball game.
Because, it's not because of he lost. It's because of, the peer start making fun of him.
Yeah.
There was people, people
laughing, he got beat by a girl.
And then he got in his feeling.
Yep.
Right. And then he doesn't know the love of neighbor. And then he put her to death.
Yep. Let's get the next one. Damn. Look at that. This is another one. Young man.
And his face.
Straight to the chest.
It looked like it was his face.
Another thing on the court, a basketball game, something happening at the court. Listen, man, we have to do better as a people. And one thing we have to start realizing is that this stupid culture that we call black culture, this dysfunctional black culture that we call black culture that was made up.
Yeah.
And that was pushed because the stuff that we do now, the music, the lifestyle, always the hoodie, all that stuff, the smoking, the drinking, that's not something that was created to advance us. It was pushed on us. And it said, look, you trying to be a doctor? No, don't be a doctor. Be a gangster. Be a rapper. Be rapping about just crazy stuff, killing. Damn. Woman, you trying to be a good attorney? Nah, don't be no lawyer. Be a trap whore. Be a stripper rap. You be a twerker. That's all you got to do. We talking about education. Just crazy talk. Damn. Crazy talk. And what do the leaders do? Who are the leaders? The pastors. That's who our people think are the leaders. They go to the church and want guidance from them. But this young man right there, pop right there in front of everybody.
And it's because, see, they correlate this with our culture because they think there's some sense of honor in it. You understand? Showing yourself hard or saying, well, look what I did. I took someone's life. Or he's not going to punk me in front of everybody else.
Right.
That's weak. That's a weak nature.
100%.
To be so emotional where you have no rule over your spirit, where you need to gun someone else down to impress everybody around you. Yeah. That is a weak mentality.
And not even thinking about the consequences. You think you're just going to run free? You done.
Yeah.
Our young men do not think about the consequences, even the older men. Let me get Titus chapter 2.
Bring it out.
Titus chapter 2, read verse 1 and 2.
Titus chapter 2 and verse 1. But speak thou the things which become sound doctrine.
Sound doctrine. That's the stuff we got to speak. It's not always joking around, especially as you become older. All that joking around got to stop.
The hell is this?
All that playing around, just want to do stupid things with your friends, just want to vacation all day, just have no function for society, nothing. Like when you're dead, there's nothing that you're good for.
Damn.
All that got to stop. As we get older, we got to say, you know what? What mark am I going to leave in our society, in our people? What am I going to be remembered for? What lives have I changed? What teaching have I put out there? What did I teach the people? Read that verse again.
But speak thou the things which become sound doctrine.
Are you still going to be in the barbershop talking about nonsense?
The hell is this?
Huh?
Football.
About football? About, what do you think about the beef between Drake and so-and-so? Like, who gives a damn?
Right.
Talking about some beef.
The hell is this?
What? How old are you? 40?
Talk about corned beef?
You 35? That's the stuff you talking about? Who you think is who you think won the rap battle, the beef?
Boy, go wait, boy.
That's your concern? Get the hell away from me. Read.
That the aged men be sober, grave, temperate.
That's the mindset that the older man gotta have.
That's right.
Be sober-minded, grave, serious, temper, know how to control the temper. Not shoot a little kid, a little girl over a basketball game. You 31, playing basketball against a 21-year-old for what? How did that even start?
The hell is this?
What you doing playing around with little kids like that? And then when you lose the game, you get mad. Same thing with this fight. I don't know, whatever the cause of it was. What are you doing? All you who coming against IUIC or the Israelites, running your dirty Edomite lips. Yes, you black, but your lips are Edomite lips. Your soul is an Edomite. You may look black on the outside, but you're in a sunken place. You gone. You way back there. Edomite is Caucasian man is strictly controlling you, your soul, coming and saying, oh, IUIC is a hate group. Okay, fine. Okay, IUIC is a hate group, right? That's what you want to say. Show us your youth violence videos. Show us what you're doing. Show us you going to the prisons and teaching the people.
Right.
Show us that.
Right.
Show us what you're doing. If not, shut your crusty, uncircumcised lips.
How you gonna tell you just by what we was just playing these couple of videos? How are you gonna tell a people that are in the midst of this that we don't have to apply God's laws?
Right?
The hell is this?
How can you say God's laws are done away with to a people that do this to each other? That's crazy. We need God's laws, and you need to start teaching it. That's what the problem is. You black Christian apologetics, you need to tell these people that they need God's commandments.
Right, read on.
Crazy.
Sound in faith.
Wait, start over verse 2.
That the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith.
Now it's jumping around from one doctrine to another. Oh, the black woman is God. You know, she came from this Mother Earth. Oh, did you know about the chakras and no longer chakras. Now it's about the just always jumping onto something else.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Like, come on, you think you deep. Always want to be deep. Oh, let's have a debate. For what? What is it changing? You believe what you be? Okay, cool. God says he that is unrighteous, let them be unrighteous still. Go ahead, do your thing. I'm not trying to worry about you.
What they say, three who's and one he? What's that stupid thing that they be talking about?
I don't know.
God is one man, but three entities.
Yeah. The Trinity thing?
Trinity, yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Have your conversation. Go ahead. Go argue about that. We're going to keep making moves. You keep having debate for money, talking about, this is going to cost us to have a debate. All right. While you're having your debate, there's a young man who just got shot. What are you going to do about it? You say you for the people, right? You for the people. What have you done for the people? Read.
In charity. In patience.
In patience. Having charity for one another. Being patient with one another. That's something that they made sure that we never apply with each other. They took it away from us. We used to have a little something back then, under oppression, under segregation.
Some kind of morality.
They took it from us and said, nah, you're not going to be like that. Nah, y'all crazy. Y'all blacks trying to be good with each other. Nah, here's some NWA. That's what you're going to listen to. Here's some killing music. Listen to that. Take out all the marriage shows on TV. Listen, all that marriage, family matters, and the Cosby Show. Take all that stuff down.
Yeah, give him gangster rap.
Give them Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Love and hip hop.
Give them love and hip hop. Give them that stuff. What kind of life they're trying to live? A good life?
Give them Tyler Perry.
Give them Tyler Perry.
Amazing.
They're trying to live a good life out here. Damn. That's what Christ said. We are sheep without a shepherd. Our people need to be guided. If we are not guided, we all will fall off the cliff. We all going straight to the mouth of the wolves. Straight up. That's why our people must have somebody to guide them, giving them sound doctrine with the commandments of God. Bishop Nathaniel and the deacons, they're not there for no reason. They're set up because there's an issue.
Another bishop. Bishop Kanai.
Yeah, all the bishops. Yeah. Bishop Kanai, Bishop Yawasap, the deacons, the captains, all of that. They're not set up for no reason.
That's right.
But we gotta have a debate. We gotta talk about who's the best rapper. We gotta, who you think won the beef, the rap beef? Oh, what do you think about this game? Who you think won the basketball game? That's your conversation?
The hell is this?
That's what you want to talk about when you got a young man who just shot another young man right there in front of everybody while he was getting jumped? And now he's about to get locked up for a long time, maybe forever, and then probably be in jail, getting beat up, coming out worse because he think that's the way he got to be. Another one who wants to seek vengeance. Ridiculous, man. Play the next one.
And I want you to wait. I want you to wait.
Yeah, this is what your pastor doing.
90 days from this prophecy. I want you to wait 90 days. After them 90 days, I want you to position your house, get it ready to sell.
Pause
this property.
Now, this pimp, they call him pastor. They call him a pastor. He had a place. I think it's a church.
What?
But it's not.
Amazing.
It's a pimp named Slickback. He out here trying to pimp this woman. He told her, wait 90 days, sell your property, right? You got a woman in the back, a woman being pimped out. I saw another woman with blue. I saw another woman sitting in the front with black. Another woman with leopard. Another woman on the right with green. Y'all don't understand what's going on yet? Y'all don't understand, huh? The women are always being attacked. Y'all women in the churches, y'all think y'all doing something good? Y'all holy? Or y'all worshiping the pastor? Y'all worshiping God? Y'all think that's what y'all doing? Nah, you're getting pimped out. Play.
I want you to get it ready. After you put it for sale, come see me. Okay?
Stop. I thought he was a pastor. Now he a realtor.
Right.
He pastor/realtor. Pastor on Sunday, realtor at night for scams.
The hell is this?
He said, after you sell it, not only did he say that, he said, wait, hold up, wait a minute. I'm going to give you a false prophecy.
What?
I'm about to prophesy to you. The man just said he prophesied. What prophesying you doing? Play.
Instruction. You got 90 days to pray all in the house. Well, I don't care. We got 90 days. But after those 90 days, come see me. I'm going to give an instruction.
Now, he's going to give her instruction. You think there's... I'm going to play... You know what? Maybe the instruction is going to be invested in some land, buy some farm, buy some cows, and grow something, like, have a farm, or go invest in something, build something. Let's see the guidance.
Spirit of God is going to bless you, and you're going to sell it. And you're going to sell it. You're going to sell it. You gonna bring me the time? You gonna bring me the money? Okay, because you ain't gonna sell it if you ain't bringing me no money. Amen.
There you go.
I'm gonna stop that sale. Amen. Amen. I'm gonna stop that sale.
You're not paying me, don't sell it.
I'll make sure I get some. Okay, amen. Yeah, amen. All right. You gonna bless me. Okay, amen. Y'all heard it, right? Y'all heard it? Okay. Right.
Now pause. I'm gonna stop it. It's over. It's over.
Why is it that the pastor tells the people to ask God to bless them, but then the pastor tells the congregation that they have to bless him? Why can't God bless you?
Yeah, you find that that's suspicious. A good point. You got direct connection with God, right?
You got a direct connection.
First class.
Why can't, instead of me taking my money and putting it in your plate, why the gates of heaven won't open up and rain down money in your collection plate?
And this the issue right there. These people are doing that, robbing our people openly. And everything that he did was strategic. He said, y'all heard her, right? Y'all heard what she said, right? Why? Because he's putting her on the spot.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. When that money come, he said, listen, you're going to bless me, right? Sister, whoever that sister is, if y'all can get in contact with her, tell her put it to the test.
Help her, please.
Because he said, you ain't going to sell it unless you're going to bless me. Well, let's see if you still sell the house without blessing him. He a prophet, right? Sell the house without blessing him. Say you won't. You can still sell the house, but guess what? He already put you on the spot. He already put you on the spot in front of everybody. Let's get that 1 Timothy chapter 3. Is it 1 Timothy or 2 Timothy? I always get it mixed up. About lay captive. Yeah, 2 Timothy 3.
2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 6.
Verse 1.
Verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God.
Now watch this, read.
Having a form of godliness.
Having what?
A form of godliness.
That's why people think these pastors are people of God. They have a form of godliness, read.
But denying the power thereof.
They denied everything that God teaches in the Bible. Read.
From such turn away.
God said turn away from them. Read.
For of this sort are they which creep into houses.
What do they do?
Creep into houses.
That's what that pastor's doing. He's creeping into her house, giving her counsel on what to do with the money, with the house, and sell it in 90 days, and then bring the money, and then I'm gonna give you counsel what to do with the money.
The hell is this?
Now he wants a percentage. Not only you got to see the robbery. If you sell a house, I'm just gonna give an example, right? Because we're in Florida. Houses in Florida is expensive, and I know this thing said Jack, so I don't know if they're in Jacksonville. You sell a house down here, $450. You got to pay taxes. You got to pay the realtor. You got to pay every other fees and stuff. Yeah. So your money already down.
Plus, I don't know if you own on the mortgage, you got to pay that.
Yeah, you got to pay that. So your $450 is already dwindled down. And you got to give a percentage to the realtor. Right? And then after it dwindled down, the pastor's going to be like, how much you sold the house for? $450? All right, let me get 10% of that. But it's no longer $450. So now you're taking more from her. Robbing. Damn. Spoiling her. Read that part again for they.
For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts.
That's the issue right there. You women, if you are by yourself, you are forever will be a prey to these people. Yeah.
Laden with sins.
Laden with sins. All kind of iniquity. And we're going to get some of those sins. We're going to get to that. Matter of fact, let's get to it right now. Don't pull that up yet. Pull up the next one. Lay captive silly women with sins. Yeah. Come on.
Ladies online are planning a mass cheat first campaign in response to Klay Thompson cheating on Megan Thee Stallion.
This is the most ridiculous thing ever. Like, I don't even know who these people. I don't even know the way. I don't pay attention to those people. Nonsense. Ladies on, yeah, go ahead.
This is black. This is black women's entertainment. This is all they can entertain themselves with. These social media, rap, trap stars, whatever they call these guys. Whatever their life is, black women correlate their lives and connect it. Like, what do you have to do with this brother Klay Thompson and this other sister's life?
Megan Thee Stallion.
Whatever her name is, Megan Thee Stallion. What do you have to do just because they went through whatever they went through? How does this justify you now to create a thirst trap challenge?
The hell is this?
But they say cheat first. I'm gonna tell you, it's not really cheat first. All right, that's not what it is. It's pass STD around.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Listen, if you think that Houston Hodeo was something, wait when you see these sisters come out. Hot girl summer, right? It's hot girl summertime. All right, cheat first. Get pregnant.
And you got to look at this. The women who associate themselves with this cheat first nonsense, they was going to do that anyway.
That's what I was thinking.
They just really just wanted the excuse to do it.
Yeah.
They're whores. They listen to
whorish, yeah.
The whore Meg Thee Stallion, and they are whores. So they got a reason to cheat now.
Yep. And like, come on, like in my head, I'll be like, what do you think sinners do? You think sinners stay faithful in relationships? Like, you're a sinner. You are someone who breaks God's commandment. That's what you do. Yeah. What do you think these people will have a faithful relationship? We're like, where are you getting this stuff from?
They take righteous actions, which is God instituting marriage. Being faithful when it comes to a relationship, as far as a husband and a wife, because that's what they were pretending to be. That's all you who say, well, this is my boyfriend and this is my girlfriend. You're pretending to have a relationship which God dictates as a marriage. Mm-hmm. And now you're expecting to institute righteousness, which is being faithful, right? God declared a woman to be with a man, and that them alone. Anything outside of that is fornication. You're implementing that type of righteousness in an unrighteous relationship.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's madness.
But they change the words to make it less offensive. Cheat.
Right.
They won't say fornic first. They
Yeah.
won't use that word because they know it's in the Bible. It will condemn them.
Yeah.
So they use a lesser word so they can
cheat.
feel comfortable with it. Cheat.
Go to the next image. Read that.
Attention, all hot girls. We will all be cheating on our men tonight for Meg.
All right. So I'm going to tell y'all something, right? Zoom in a little bit. If you can. Zoom into her name, that picture. That sister right there, all she just revealed is that she easy. That's it. I'm going to tell you that right now. These women who's going to cheat is going to have sex with the same men.
Yeah.
The same men. The same men, they're going to cheat with the same men. Because they're not just going to cheat with anybody, because you know how they are. They're picky. Yeah, oh, he corny. He got a good job. No, I don't want him. I don't want him. Good. You should not want him. Because every beast cleaveth to its like. You can only hook up with a cheater.
That's right.
You're going to go pass STDs around. So Alexis Harris, thank you for exposing yourself. You will be taken advantage of because you will reap what you sow. And whatever happens, you must accept it, okay? I just want you to understand that. If you get an STD,
that's
accept
right.
it. Don't try to go pass it around. If you get beat up by another man because you cheated, hey, here's what it is. Accept it. You can't just accept good things to happen while you're doing ridiculous or wicked things. Right. Zoom out. Read.
Attention, all hot girls. We will all be cheating on our men tonight for Meg.
For Meg. Wow. For Megan Thee Stallion. That's how you're going to do it for, huh? Because you live in your life for that woman. Huh? That's why I don't understand people, man. Like, how you live in your life through somebody else. That's your avatar? I'm like, damn.
The hell is this?
I just don't get it. Talking about something, we're going to do it for Meg.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Meg got cheated on. Right. You didn't get cheated on. Keep living your life. Meg got money. You broke. That's how, like, oh, money, this, that. That's how you like to talk, right? Well, you broke. Read.
Even when you lead a man to water, he still won't drink.
Who did she lead to water?
What water?
What water? Her daughter's is dirty. It's tainted. Remember her music, WAP, right? WAP. What was the WAP? Huh?
It wasn't water.
Yeah, it wasn't water.
Yeah. That
That was the WAP. Not her WAP. Ain't keeping no man, huh? What happened to that WAP? Damn. What happened to that WAP?
It's a whopper now.
Amazing. The WAP couldn't keep him down.
The WAP couldn't keep her man down. Hey, pull up that image that Joshua said. The one that said to have it ready. Look at that. That's the WAP.
Wow. Amazing.
Zoom in. This y'all representative, right? That's everybody she been with.
Wow.
Who's G-Eazy?
I don't know. So you got money. I don't know some of these people. Moneybag Yo. What is that? Partisan, G-Eazy, Meek Mills, Burna Boy, Da Baby, Lukaku. Damn.
Well, he was a soccer player.
Oh yeah, Tory Lanez, and then you got Klay Thompson, who's supposed to just put a ring on that, huh?
Wow.
They disrespected
Man,
Tory
y'all women,
Lanez.
y'all crazy, man. Y'all are crazy. Y'all really, don't you understand? Once a whore, always a whore. In that world, that's who you're gonna be. And nobody gonna take you serious.
Hey, officer, you mind if I get a script?
Yeah.
Go to Sirach
he can
26 and verse 23 real quick. Just to let y'all know something about Meg
He
the
was in
Stallion.
the spirit.
Meg the Stallion and her relationship. Just in case y'all want to know why she got cheated on. Read this.
Sirach chapter 26 and verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
Hey, it's been publicized that he cheated on her, but guess what? She's Meg the Stallion. I'm pretty sure she was cheating on him too.
Oh yeah.
100%. So that's why all of you women who follow her, y'all gonna cheat on y'all mans because y'all man cheat on y'all because y'all.
And even let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Okay, let's say, all right, she didn't do it. Whatever. Her reputation precedes her.
Right.
You understand? That y'all sisters don't understand. Y'all live y'all hot girl summer and y'all jump into let all these dudes jump into you. And then say, you know what? I'm ready to retire. I'm going to settle down.
Right.
But what is the man's thought about you? Basically about the life that you live. Hey, we in Sirach, jump up to verse 9, read 9, and then jump down to 12.
Sirach chapter 26 and verse 9.
I know you want to read that. All praises. I got you, Micah. I got you, man. We in the spirit. Read.
The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids.
Come on, man. When you over here, you promote yourself as the WAP. You understand? What do you expect? What do you think a brother's going to sign up with you for? He got what he wanted. Come on.
Verse 12. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler.
He got her to open her mouth.
When he hath found a fountain.
The brother found a fountain. Come on.
And drink of every water near her.
And she done drunk a lot of water. She not thirsty. Come on, read.
They didn't lead the men to drink water. They were leading to drink the water.
Right. Yeah. Read.
By every hedge will she sit down.
That's what she did.
And open her quiver against every arrow.
How do you expect a man to respect that?
Right.
He's not going to do it. That's why you got situations. You got these relationships happen in that Holly weird community all the time, where all these sisters in that whatever celebrity status gets passed around from brother to brother. That's why the majority of the brothers in that line, they in the same industry.
But
as she
remember,
is.
they only show you that trend because remember, she used to be a stripper. They
Right.
don't show you that line that was I want the corner.
All the dudes with no name. Nameless men.
In the champagne room, they don't show you them brothers. That's why she's sitting every hour. Everyone.
I was trying to find this video, but I couldn't find it. Listen, cheating is dangerous. I'm gonna tell you that right now, sister. Y'all keep playing around. But the video is this lady. She was interviewed. She was being interviewed. I don't know who she is, but she said because of something she experienced as a young age, she said, "I will never cheat on a man." She said her father shot her mother because he came home and found out that she cheated on him, and then he shot her. Boom, and she was like that. Made her say, you know what? I ain't never gonna cheat on my husband. And she said her father used to work, provide, do everything. So when he came home and he saw that, he was like, after everything I've done, how much I provided, I took care of this, I took care of you. But the mother didn't have to do nothing, but just because she wasn't happy, she went and cheated. Boom, he shot her. And she said, since that day, she said, I would never cheat.
Yeah, we just seen 2 videos of a dude shooting a woman over a basketball game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can lose your life, sisters. Y'all out here playing. Remember, y'all are attached to men that is just like you. Y'all are killers. Some sisters are killers.
Yeah.
They will go to the abortion clinic, get their feet in the stirrups, and commit murder on mass scale. So the Most High gonna put you with a man who was a murderer.
Yep.
Be mindful.
God said, whoever shed his man's blood. Oh, you got the video. Oh, damn. IT team. Hey, send me that, all right, after that. Yeah, play that.
That's why I don't cheat. My father shot my mom in the back for infidelity. So from that day forward, I vowed that I would never cheat on my partner.
That's deep.
Like, why? He could have killed my mom.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But he was enraged. He's like, I do all this for my mom. When I tell you her closet used to be crazy. My mom, her designer was crazy. She had mink coats to the floor. Like my daddy took care of her. So for him to find out about infidelity, I mean,
yeah.
And my dad was in the Navy. He's in the Army.
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
it was just probably one of those situations where she just needed somebody. Why do you
could drop it? You could drop it. But yeah, y'all keep cheating. Y'all gonna catch one. Keep playing around. Go to the next one. Pull it up real quick. I could drop it. I just want to drop him because he nobody. Next. Read that.
Long Island woman is facing up to 25 years in prison after throwing dynamite at sleeping boyfriend.
Listen, I don't know how she got her hand on dynamite.
That was my first thought. Where the hell she find dynamite?
Where do you buy dynamite?
I'm like, damn, how you found dynamite? That's why when black people say they can't afford something, don't listen to them.
Right.
This lady found a way and said, listen, I'm about to go get me some dynamite.
It's like a cartoon. Do we still have dynamite?
She went to Acme. Hey, but read.
His hand was blown off trying to save himself.
Damn, he tried to throw a dynamite back and his hand got blown off. Hey, you go out there, listen, whatever you sow, you shall reap. Whenever I see sinners behave a certain way, this is what happens when you outside of God's laws. Those are the kind of behaviors that happens. Next.
Unstable relationships.
Yep. Play. Another dysfunctional people.
Saul was anointed with a vial of oil, but David was anointed with a horn of oil. And we poured the oil on his head.
You can stop this nonsense. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Hey, Micah, translate.
I don't know what they...
Yo, just pull it up real quick. Pull up the image. Just pull it up. Don't play. What religion is this? All I know is Christianity, right? But drop me off real quick. The dude on the right, he got something on his head. Yeah. The dude on the left got something on their head. They're holding a shofar. They're wearing Catholic priest robe or whatever that is. I'm like, yo, what the hell are they doing? And then they're talking about some, how about shaman, whatever they're saying. I'm like, yo, our people are crazy, just confused.
That's when black people try to separate themselves from Catholic religion. Y'all all believe in the same thing.
Right? Yeah.
Y'all all believe in the same thing, which is white religion oppression. That's what y'all believe in. It's all the same.
And then talking about putting some oil. Like, seriously?
The hell is this?
Play.
Vial of oil, but David was anointed with a horn of oil. And we poured the oil on his head.
All right, Paul, all right, you can drop it before Judah go crazy. I don't want Judah going crazy. You know, you gotta understand, Northern Kingdom, when they see Caesar Bowl too much on TV, they'll go crazy. But when Judah see that and they start hearing that organ, they woo. And then before you know it, they're hopping everywhere.
The body start moving by itself.
Oh, man. Listen, play the next video,
We got you, Phil. We're not going to let
Disfunction. Disfunction. Oh. Look at that. Hard hit.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that's
You could drop it, man. See, this what happened when she was following the Meg Thee Stallion challenge.
Damn.
There you go.
Yeah, it's sad our people got to learn the hard way. Listen, I'm going to say it one more time. Ain't no way in hell sinners are going to behave righteously.
Right.
No way. You want to be, that after she gets that, after they ran through, after they get cheated on, that's when they go, I understand it now. I need a man of God. I need a God-fearing man. That's when they get to the shows, they go to these dating counsel people, they always say, I want a man who fear God. He got to love God. Why? Now you understand that. But the man of God, before you say he was corny, the man who was trying to live right, he was corny. But now you understand that? It's sad. But hey, you reap what you sow. Every beast love is like. You're gonna be with the people who's just like you. Yep. Next. So the second part was Passover. All right. I mean the third part. Attack on Trump, dysfunctional blacks, Passover. Play. We could drop the stuff because that's our
We're
videos.
going out to find where are people at, where they're populated at, where the grand concourse is at, so we can find it, be more effective in spreading the word. So when we go to new countries, places that we haven't been before, we'll send out men, research the area and find out where they believe it can be most fruitful. We just passed the area right now. I'm assuming that was a bus stop or someplace very close to where we're staying at, which I think would have been a fantastic place to post up and teach at. Every country's different. Sometimes you'll go to some places that it's not a lot of people moving around, but people do stop. And I think, we find that when we travel is that when we come out of the States and we come to a place like this that we haven't been before, the people are going to be shocked. They're going to gravitate to what's being said, to hear what's being said. I think one of the biggest catches is the color of Christ. Still to this day, people, I can't imagine in 2026, we don't know that Christ was black because they've been indoctrinated in Christianity so long that when they hear that Christ is black, is a game changer in many cases. People will turn around and look. And it doesn't really matter what religion they follow because the white image of Christ is what's been taught on the earth for so long.
That's right. Bishop Kenai giving some word of wisdom, all right? Going out to preach the gospel, the word to fix our people. That's what we need.
Hey, you notice what I noticed with this episode? While the nations are in an uproar, God has them fighting and going against them, crumbling, their nation is crumbling. And our people, unrepented, are in all dysfunction and disarray. But he gave us a little light, which is the prophets, to go into these countries where our people need us and be that light.
Yep.
Be that signet of Christ, of God on the earth.
Yep. Exactly.
All praises.
Next.
You believe in women leadership when it comes to the Bible?
No, absolutely not. It's not biblical. Women will get the book of Titus.
There you go. Let's get it. They'll turn that around.
Before we get to the New Testament, let me read for you.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to start with the Old Testament, then we're going to go to the New to see if it changed.
Yeah.
Numbers 27.
So the two testaments never contradict each other.
Now, women can teach women.
That's it.
Women can teach children. Yes, they can teach that. But women should not be leading men in anything. The church especially. Watch this. Numbers 27:16. I'm going to read for you. Let the Lord, the God of the spirits of all flesh,
God who made everybody,
set a man over the congregation.
So who's supposed to be doing the teaching in the congregation? A man.
Let him answer that.
Under the context of biblical interpretation, when they say man, it's not a definite definition of
okay. That's fine.
The male gender.
Okay, that's fine.
1 Timothy 2 verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve.
That's crystal clear.
And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
So have y'all been following this?
Is that message in the church?
Not in your churches.
Can that be applied? Is that not? Can that be applied in the dissemination of God's word?
This is amazing. This is really amazing. How can we talk about church and leave the Bible out? This is insane. This is really insane.
Because the Bible talk about the societal issue as well.
This is insane. We just read what the Bible just said.
I'm going to read another one. 1 Corinthians 14:34, another New Testament scripture. Let your women keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the Lord. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home. For it is a shame for women to speak in the church. Talk about leading. They're not supposed to be leading.
And they can't accept that. I'm like, damn.
That's right.
They're funny and get hopeful. You know what? They probably did it for the video, for journalism. They probably did it for that. But if they didn't, man, you weak. You are weak as a man.
Right.
Get some
talking about some,
brother,
they can lead it. The Bible just said what it said. But come to find out, the Christians are the biggest atheists.
100%.
Play the next one.
Nigeria.
Yeah. We got our very own. Officer Micah was there. Officer Micah, go ahead and speak on it. While it's being played. You see that? You see the back of that head? Go ahead.
This buddy here.
Speak your truth.
Yeah, man. It was a crazy situation over there, man. The people were living in filth. You know, because there was they said some of them migrated from Togo, Benin, and some part of Nigeria. Those were Judah, Levi, and Ephraim that living in that marsh right here.
Hey, officer, speak on. You can see just the way that they are living and the importance of us reaching our people out there in Nigeria. And how much they need us. Because look, I mean, you can see the way that they're living. Yeah. It's crazy.
Deplorable.
It's deplorable, right?
Because they've been living there for more than 2,000 years.
Damn.
And then the government wanted to get them out because they got other people. The European want to buy this property for beachfront property, and they say they're gonna give them 50 houses. There's more than 100,000 people living in that swamp.
Wow. And that's all garbage on the floor.
They want to give them 50 houses.
Wow. 50 houses for more than 100.
For 100,000 people.
Amazing.
Hey, and just going on that. See, this is you Christians, y'all playing with this Bible, but this Bible is real. Give me that in 1 Maccabees chapter 3 and read verse 43. When the scriptures go into us being a light and a savior for our people, it's not a joke. This is not, you can't use this scriptures to abuse and use our people because we have a job to do. Read that.
1 Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 43.
Come on.
They said one to another.
These are forefathers during the time of the Maccabees. This was their mindset also, which needs to be our mindset. What did they say?
Let us restore the decayed estate of our people.
That's what Officer Michael witnessed when he went over there to Nigeria. He witnessed our people in a decayed estate. Trash all over the floor. They're swimming in feces. Damn. You understand? Majority of the kids are running around with no clothes.
Butt naked.
That's a decayed estate. That's a destroyed people that God commanded us to restore. Read it again.
They said one to another, let us restore the decayed estate of our people.
Come on.
And let us fight for our people and the sanctuary.
So when are you Christians going to stop playing, man? Y'all over here, y'all want to debate. Y'all walking up on camps. Let's debate about the Trinity. We got more important things to do. Our people are over in Nigeria suffering.
Hey, officer, right after that, we went to a radio show, and the host wanted to talk about the heaven on earth. I said, no, I ain't talking about that. I'm going to talk about what I just saw going in your own country.
Right.
Hell on earth. You just saw hell on earth. You want to talk about heaven on earth.
Nah. We're not talking about none of that. We're not debating none of y'all. We got bigger fish to fry.
Go to the next image. Read that.
I'm not camp affiliated, but I have a lot of respect for IUIC. They about that life.
That's right. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. Right. Having the bishops and the deacons spearheading that thing. All right. You got some more good feedback. Let's read.
How can they love the white man so much when they stripped them of everything and left them to live in such conditions?
Say that again. That's the truth right there. These Nigerian people, they will worship. If you don't know what's happening in South Africa right now, it's blacks being mad against blacks, but loving the foreigner who came and robbed their country. Look into it. Xenophobia. That's what's going on right now in Africa.
Hey, we was talking to a brother on Clubhouse just last week. The brother was from Nigeria. And I forgot who was talking to him, but they asked him, they said, I think it was Captain Yadin. Captain Yadin was speaking to him, and he asked him, he said, wouldn't you want to have the natural resources of your land from Nigeria given back to you so you don't have to work for your oppressor? He said no.
Of course.
Wow. But officer,
he said no. I couldn't believe it.
But officer, this is even worse. We went to the Badagry, the slave port, and they show us the sand field, a long walkway. We have to go after you take across a little river, and then you have to go load the people to the ship, and they make him drink our water, make him hallucinate, so they can't even fight. And I told this the sister, he was the one that was the guide. I said, wouldn't it be a great sight to see the white man in chain taking that same work that they make us do and then load them and ship them everywhere? She said, no.
Wow. Amazing.
How dare you?
I'm like, you got to be kidding.
Our people do not want justice.
Yeah. I'm like, don't you think that would be justice for the evil that they've done to your people? She said, no.
That's why we read about that and what God says is going to happen. He that leadeth into captivity must go into captivity.
Right.
They reject it because they said, nah, God, you're unjust for that. Go to the next one. Come on.
From the soil where our mothers cry, where the blood of the fallen still testifies. 2 civil wars, we lost our way. Watch the nation fade into decay. 14 years, no schools, no light. Generations raised without sight. But the Most High kept us alive through the pain. Preserved our people through the storm and rain. They stripped our names, erased our past. Told us lies that could never lie. But prophecy speaks and the truth.
You lost your minds, you lost your heritage, you lost your God-given culture. You lost everything.
In Christ, IUIC. We stand in the streets bringing truth to see. Teaching Liberia who we are. From Monrovia streets to the villages. Psalm 142. His word is truth, forever true. So rise up now, this call is for you. You are Israel. Remember your...
All your civil wars you've had here has been at the hands of the white man, but you've been fighting each other. Under the pavement here in Liberia, you have gold, you have diamonds, but you're one of the poorest countries in Africa.
Black men, black women, we need to be taught the truth. We need to be taught the truth. Stop playing games. The truth has to be taught in order to get our people out of this sickness that they're in.
Our job as fathers is to teach the youth, give those laws, statutes, and commandments to our children.
We need to unite. This is why they can come here, get the oil resources, you don't say nothing.
That's the truth. We gotta speak the truth. Sometimes if people put it on the rug, but we're not gonna put it on the rug, we're gonna speak the truth. But people need to hear the truth.
When you have wisdom and knowledge and understanding, that's the Holy Spirit. But you gotta repent, and repent's gonna get your family out of hand.
There's a black man according to the Bible. This is what Jesus Christ will look like. You're blindly following a religion that came to you.
You Liberians are the sons and daughters of the living God. Do you understand that?
Solomon and David. Which means what? They look like.
We have the Israelites, the 12 tribes of Israel. We went into slavery because we broke God's commandments. Now it's high time to awake out of sleep.
That's right. All praise to the Most High for a glorious Passover. All right. So this has been our show here on Four Corners News. So let's bring up the stuff. Come on. Do not forget to give to the Booster Club. All right. IUIC that fundraising at IsraelUnite.org, because you can see the profits are going out on a mission.
That's right.
Next, also don't forget to give to IUIC.Miami at IsraelUnite.org, so you could get better cameras, better lights, and provide a better show for you guys. All right, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, IUIC Miami Reloaded, or at IUIC Miami 2. All right, search for that on YouTube, because we've been shadow banned like a mug. All right, so make sure you stay tuned for Captain Shem and them with precept upon precept. And with that, we say shalom.
They ain't never seen a godly man. They ain't never seen a real brother. If you ain't never killed the old man, now how the hell can you die for your brother? I pour my soul into this. Measure of Christ, I'm trying to grow into this. Drink the same cup so I know what it is. This the New Testament, I made an investment. I had no other choice. I can see the future.